Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. The Ocarina of Time Remake has finally been teased, and fans have been speculating ever since. Will it be another one-to-one remake, or will it be a complete reimagining that offers something fresh for both longtime fans and newcomers? Ocarina of Time is one of my favorite games of all time, so of course I'm excited to play the remake. But honestly, I don't want it to be just a facelift with prettier graphics and the exact same world. I want to see what modern Nintendo could do if they rebuild Ocarina of Time from the ground up with updated visuals, improved controls, and brand new ideas. So today I've put together a list of 10 features and mechanics I'd love to see in the remake. But before we jump in, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more Zelda content like this. Also, let me know down in the comments below what you would like to see in this new remake. With that out of the way, let's get into it. First up is probably the most exciting possibility, bringing back cut content from the original game. There was so much that never made it to the final release, from the unicorn fountain to the rumored light temple. The beta versions of Ocarina of Time have always fascinated me. Even the old space world footage looks like a completely different game. Adding some of those scrapped ideas into the remake would make it feel fresh, even for players who know the original by heart. One of the most defining elements in Ocarina of Time is time travel. The fact that Nintendo built an entire fantasy adventure around traveling between childhood and adulthood is still impressive to this day. The original had some clever uses for it, like planting magic beans as a child and seeing them fully grown as an adult. I'd love to see Nintendo expand on that concept with more puzzles and side quests that require you to constantly switch between the two time periods. Next up is the fishing minigame. I've always loved when games included fishing. I feel like Zelda was one of the first big series to make fishing minigames so popular. The only downside is that in the original Ocarina of Time, you're limited to a single fishing pond. I'd love for the remake to simply give you a fishing rod and let you fish all across Hyrule, catching different species, completing fishing challenges, and maybe even build an entire side quest around it. Next, I'd really like to see smoother swimming and improved diving controls. The underwater gameplay in the original has definitely aged the most. Diving can feel really clunky, and until you unlock the iron boots, exploring underwater areas is just not enjoyable. And I'm not saying the iron boots should become obsolete. I just want basic swimming and diving to feel much more responsive. Okay, this one goes without saying. An orchestral soundtrack would be incredible. And honestly, I'd be shocked if Nintendo didn't completely re-record the music. The teaser already hints at a much more cinematic presentation, so I'd love to hear fully orchestrated versions of the classic themes. It would also be nice if they added in a few brand new compositions or some alternative arrangements. Okay, this one's a bit more personal, but I would love to see different outfits for Link. Like, yeah, we have the Goron and Zora tunic, but even those I would love to see new redesigns, because those are just simply red and blue tunics. Ever since Breath of the Wild kind of blew open the waters with customization, I kind of want every new Zelda game, remake or not, to include some level of customization to how Link looks. The original Ocarina of Time completely changed 3D combat with its use of Z targeting. Now the remake has the opportunity to evolve that system even further. I'd love to see the return of sword techniques like the backslice and the helmet splitter from Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, while also introducing a few new abilities as well. The key is finding the right balance. Keep the combat simple and recognizable, but also give players a few more options during fights. Adding new side quests feels like a no-brainer. What I'd really like to see though is more memorable quest lines. Not just simple fetch quests, something closer to the big Goron sword quests that have layers to them. More optional adventures throughout Hyrule would give players even more reasons to explore between dungeons. Now this one is kind of a small detail, but one that I absolutely want to see. A dedicated jump button. Now for those who have only played the wild style Zelda games, may only know Zelda as always having this feature, but in the older Zelda games the only way to jump was to run off the edge. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that was a design flaw or anything, but I personally always love being able to jump around whenever I want. It may sound like a stupid entry on this list, but it's my list, dang it. Finally, we have an obvious one, and that is expanded environments and towns. Not just in terms of scale, but density too. I would love to see areas like Hyrule Field have more things to do in them. Towns can also have new NPCs, buildings, and other interesting things that distinguish this game from the original, while also keeping the iconic landmarks of each respective town. I would also love if the level design was a little different, with different paths and routes to take. Overall, we've only seen a tiny glimpse of Ocarina of Time Remake. Right now, all we really know is what young Link looks like sleeping. Awesome. Will this be a faithful one-to-one remake or a completely new experience? We honestly don't know yet. Personally, I'm hoping and thinking it's going to be the latter. If Nintendo is going to revisit one of the greatest games ever made, I really hope that they take some risk and add enough new content to make it feel like a brand new adventure that also feels familiar. But let me know down in the comments below what features or mechanics or content you would like to see in the upcoming Ocarina of Time remake. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. God bless.